Hi guys, Asmo here, and today I have for you a bit of a longer video. A lot of people have been asking for a full leveling video, so this is going to be one of that. We're gonna call this character Asmo, uh, let's say purple stuff, because we're gonna be leveling with chaos skills. So this is like a fresh start and solo self-found. So this is gonna show you what you would do as a completely fresh character. I'll try to give a lot of tips for the beginners and people who are wondering how to level this character. A lot of people have been asking also for how to level with chaos skills because I recently released ED Contagion Trickster build, and this is going to be fairly similar. This is going to be on a witch, but you're going to have access to most of the same gems. Not everything, because you won't get like Spell Totem and Wither, but you don't need to necessarily use that. So I'll try to explain as much as I possibly can, and this video is intended to be basically like a chill leveling while you can follow along and learn stuff. There's gonna be a POE in the description with the exact skill tree that I'm gonna be following. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to be trying to figure out how to do probably soul rend build, because I have an idea for a soul rend occultist, stacking a lot of explodes and having like a very safe clear for like crazy expedition encounters and the most juiced maps possible. So this is supposed to be a character for that can do that type of a content. But first, of course, we have to level through the story, so I'm gonna try to explain as much as possible. So the passives are gonna be in the description. We're gonna grab a Blight, and I'm gonna make a point actually to level as much as possible with chaos skills, because people are saying like, how do I level that? How do I level this character? Because they think that you cannot level with these skills, but you actually can, and I'm gonna show you how. It's not the fastest, it's not maybe the optimal way of doing it, but it's definitely something you can do. We're looking for ones that have like +2 chaos. We're looking for ones that have the links that we need. So the links that we need are like blue, 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 and blue, blue, green. That's the majority of the stuff that we need. So from now on, I'm basically gonna be just using the chaos skills. So you want to set attack without moving. So you click on a skill and set always attack without moving. This is pretty important. It's going to make it so that you can press the button and you immediately cast the skill instead of you having to wait for your character to move somewhere where your character can actually target the enemy. So this is something that I definitely recommend doing. We are not leveling the arcane sword, so we right click that. And normally you don't want to kill stuff here in the coast, you can skip that, but because we're playing with a weak skill, Blight, like Blight early on is weak, later on we're gonna have crazy good damage, but for now we're not gonna have that good of a damage, so we need to compensate for that with levels, because these skills, like when you're leveling with spells, most of your power comes from the levels. So if at any point of this leveling you feel a little bit weak, you need to probably gain some levels and XP to level the gems. So we're encountering mudflats. This is gonna be where a lot of people die because the roas are scary. And if you find some magic roas, then you're probably going to die. But that's normal. That's just part of the game. So I'll try to kill a bunch of them, try to move around them. Got a medium life flask. Once you open the Roa nest, they become enraged and they do more damage, so you want to make sure you clear it out before. And yeah, we're just gonna slightly over level. We're gonna like stay on like around the levels of the zone. Magic packs give a lot of XP, so you can see like if I kill this magic pack, which is gonna take some time. Holy shit, that's all the Roas. So I'm trying to just move around them and slow them continuously so they cannot attack me. This is taking ages, but at least we're gonna get a good amount of experience for killing them, because this is a lot of blue monsters. I can equip this chest. That's gonna give me a lot of extra survivability. Early on, a lot of people tend to not equip a chest because it slows you down. It has like a hidden movement speed modifier. I think it's like -5 for a heavy one, -3 for a light one. But it's totally fine to equip if you are worried about killing Roas. In fact, actually, a lot of racers if they find the chest early on, they keep it in their inventory and they equip it for fighting the Roas. Just to fight the Roas a little bit safer, because of course they're super deadly, and even the racers and players who are very advanced are gonna die to them. As you can see, we didn't die using pretty weak skill, picking spell damage. I could go, right now I'm level 4, so if you wanted to, you could go to Lionize, and you can pick up extra skill. So you could pick up Contagion, for example, and Frostblink. And then we can look for the socket colors that we need, which are like blue, blue, blue. So I'm gonna pick up this. And then we're gonna see also if we have something here. So we unfortunately don't. I can check for like Chaos skill gems. Nothing available here. So we're just gonna grab the Contagion with Arcane Surge, and then we're gonna grab the Frostblink and we can go to the coast. So we get Contagion, we got Frostblink, and we're gonna try to put them all on attack without moving as well. Attack without moving, okay. And so Contagion lasts, how long? Oh, let's pick up the Wisdom Scroll. Contagion lasts right now 4 seconds. So we put it on and then we blight for 4 seconds. Okay, we see a ramp here, so I'm going the other way. Because that means it's going to be actually closer to go this way. So you can put Contagion and Frostblink away. And that will pretty much kill everything in the back. So all I need to do is put Contagion, Frostblink away, and that's going to be enough. Contagion, do this, Frostblink away, some blighting, Contagion. Okay, very easy. Pick up everything that he dropped, and then we can go to the character screen and press enter. If you get Awakened POE Trade, you can set up a hotkey for going to the character screen, which is gonna make it faster for you, right? Alright, since we didn't level, the shop is gonna have the exact same stuff because, again, we didn't level. I can potentially pick up this if I want to, but I don't really. Okay, so now we're gonna get a couple of gems. We're gonna get Quicksilver, we're gonna get Infused Channeling, and then I don't think we need to pick up anything else. So we can just put Infused Channeling with Blight now. Grab this, we go on D&D because people are messaging me even though I'm in SSF right now. As you can see, SSF sent to the league. All right. And then, okay, let's move this. Important to equip Quicksilver before you exit the town. Okay, pick up Chain Belt. If you equip the flask before you exit the town, you're going to get the flask charges. So that is really helpful. Okay, we see an essence. What kind of essence is that? That's Essence of Woe, which is going to actually give me spell damage. So that's a very useful essence. So I definitely want to do that one. It's going to be a little bit tough, but that's okay. Let's blight these. Okay, pick up this, pick up this, pick up this, pick up this. And since we see this bridge here, whenever you see this bridge here, you can leave a portal. And we're gonna come back to this portal later. It's basically a faster way of getting everything done in the early game than it would otherwise be. Oh wait, this is what? Oh yeah, this is the exit, okay. Right, we're level 5 on the ledge. Should probably level a little bit more. That means I should be killing a little bit more stuff. I'm gonna use this essence either on boots if I find boots with good links, or I'm gonna use it on... Oh my god, we're taking so much damage. Or I'm gonna use it on a wand, potentially, because with this character, we don't benefit from flat damage, like cold damage or lightning damage or fire damage like added to spells that much, because we're doing damage over time rather than hits. Okay, you can see that I just got a notification from my loot filter that we got good sockets that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna take this off for a moment. Do this, do this. I recommend grabbing a loot filter that is, like for example, never sinks loot filter. Semi-strict is gonna be a good loot filter to get you started. If you want the specific loot filter that I'm using, which is like caster summoner leveling filter, you can check out a Patreon link in the description. I basically have my loot filters available for Patreon supporters, and they're like specifically tailored for leveling this stuff. But you will be just fine by just going to filterblade.xyz and picking up a semi-strict loot filter from there. It's gonna show you all of the stuff that you need. You just need to pay attention to what you're dropping, and you might not get all these like sound notifications and color highlights and so on. All right, we got a transmutation. We got some gloves in here. We got a better mana flask. Okay, I'm getting blasted here. Okay, we're leveling. I feel like I might want to invest in some life. Okay, magic boots. Magic boots are worth identifying because they can potentially have movement speed. These don't, but movement speed is super important. So it's definitely worth looking for it. I can equip this probably. It's gonna give me some extra life. Alright, we dropped a portal, but I can't be bothered going back for it. This is a very dangerous zone because these goats are super scary. So the game really discourages you from rushing through it very fast, early on at least, because these monsters do significantly more damage if you have low health and if you're like not wearing a chest, for example. It's nice to have some energy shield, because if you have at least like one energy shield, okay, I'm just gonna dodge all of that. If you have at least one energy shield, 1 point of energy shield over here, then you're gonna have like an inherent 50% stun resistance, right? So every time you would have been stunned, it's gonna roll 50-50 if you're gonna get stunned or not if you had energy shield when you were hit. All right, let's go to town now, and then we take the portal. So it's gonna be up or down? It's down, okay, good. So I'm going the right way. Now we're gonna do the skill point. I don't have level 8 yet, so no reason to go talk to the vendor. But when I hit level 8, maybe I could have checked the shop if there are some, like, there's some good stuff. Because if you find like a wand with +1 to level of all chaos spells or something like that, that would be incredibly strong for your leveling. Okay, so I'm killing these magic guys. All right, let's grab some extra life and mana. All right. So again, 4 seconds of this, and then we're blasting with Blight. All right. Pick up everything. Let's do a little bit of Tetris. Yo, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And I can do this. There we go. Don't need to necessarily do that early on. It's okay to leave some magic items and so on. Let's grab the skill point. Let's sell it. This we probably don't need. Like, I could identify it I got fire damage over time, spell damage. It's not necessarily great. The most important thing early on are the links. The links are what you really care about early on. Let's do this. Let's see if there are any colors that we need. Okay, so we've got blue, blue, green, which is something that we do need. So I'm gonna pick that up. We potentially could grab this as well, which is gonna give us a chromatic orb. Let's see what else we've got. We've got void manipulation. That's another good one. Okay, there we go. We got a really good wand that is with the exact colors that we need. So that's great. So we're gonna definitely use that now with void manipulation. We can also purchase, we have 2 transmutations. So I can purchase, for example, efficacy, and then we can put contagion in that. And then I could replace this, and we can have, for example, blight, infused channeling, and then efficacy would be actually the preferred one. This does have an intelligence requirement, so here's what we can try to do. We can try to buy this chromatic, which is RGB combined, sell it, and then we can try to chrome this helmet. And if we chrome this helmet into blue, 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 didn't work out, so unfortunately I cannot do that. So let's still do just infused channeling and leave it for now. And then we're gonna go combine Frost Blink with Arcane Surge, put this in the offhand, and we're good to go. All right, so let's sell this. If you want some scrolls, you can sell armor scraps as well, and then we can also sell shards, 1 for scroll fragment each. All right. So I could potentially put the Whispering Essence of Woe in here. That would increase my spell damage because this has good links. And I could also do the recipe. If you exchange like rare chain belt, I think it's like rare chain belt plus, let's see, rare chain belt. Let me check this recipe very quickly so I can actually not lie to you. So we'll go, if you ever wonder about stuff like that, you can go to poeninja.net, and then you can, sorry, not POE Ninja, poewiki.net, and then we can go to recipe. Okay, recipe, and then we can go for, let's see, chain belt. Magic weapon with increased spell damage. So, okay, Blacksmith Whetstone. Yeah, that's what you do. You use Blacksmith Whetstone with magic rare or unique chain belt and scepter, staff, wand, or dagger, and you're gonna have a magic weapon with 10 to 29 increased spell damage, right? So this is going to be similar to what we're gonna get with this essence. So we drop this essence, and we've got a little bit of extra spell damage. Okay, so that's it. Anything else here that we need? Not really. The only thing that I would buy now would be the another efficacy for blight, so that I have blight, infused channeling, and that. But I don't have the socket right now, so I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna continue and go to prison. All right, grab some extra life. So now my contagion is gonna be doing a good amount of damage. Okay, we skipped the trial. Where is the trial? It's gonna be to the right here, I think. Yep. So one contagion should be killing most stuff. In this area, there's a bleed effect. You can grab a steel skin if you want to deal with that. Or you can just use the strategy of don't get hit. Don't get hit and don't die. Alright, we can put this here. So we're picking up these magic and rare items just because I want the transmutations, right? Because the transmutations will allow me to pick up all the skill gems that I need. Okay, so this is gonna be the other way. And let's pick more life and mana. Okay, pick up the whetstone, pick up the portal. You can open this. Usually this... Okay, we got as a scepter, actually. We don't want to wear scepters, because I would have to wear 2 scepters or 2 wands. You cannot mix and match melee and ranged weapons. Another scepter. There's a lot of bleeding going on here. Okay, these guys are just constantly bleeding me. Oh, what did we drop? Like a chance orb. It's very important to pick up chance orbs early on, especially if you want to later do contracts or maps. You're gonna need a lot of chance orbs in order to purchase them. I'm gonna actually go to town and we're gonna do a couple of things, okay? First, I'm gonna try to make it easier for you for killing Brutus and for myself, I guess. And then secondly, we're gonna sell all this stuff that we don't need. I'm gonna ID this. No movement speed, unfortunately. Then I can sell this for extra scrolls. We can check for the colors again that we need. So we've got, for example, a +1 to level of all chaos spell skill gems. Now this is ridiculously powerful, okay? So this is gonna make a big difference here, and because we're searching for it, I'm gonna put this in the description as well, this regex. You basically paste this and it's gonna show you the things that you wanna highlight, so like movement speed, the right colors, and so on. So this is perfect. So now we're gonna put Frostbling, Arcane Surge, and this in here. It's gonna put in the offense. So we got +1 to level of all chaos skill gems now, which is incredibly strong. Let's see if we got any other colors that we need. Nope. I can grab this, and then we see what we got here. I could grab also, or is it Devouring Totem? Is there a decoy totem? Does Witch get a decoy totem? Witch does not get a decoy totem. Do we get Wither maybe? Wither, we don't get Wither yet. So the only thing that we also could get would be... Okay, I think we're good then. I could get potentially like the Holy Flame Totem, which is not gonna do much. But we just want something to taunt him. So that we take less damage. So this is something that you can use for this fight, even if you're not necessarily... What the hell? There's an essence here. I've never seen an essence here. Okay. That is very interesting. We're getting stunned. Okay. That is very interesting. Okay. I can potentially put this on some kind of pair of boots that I find that is going to have good amount of sockets and links that I need. All right, Brutus. Let's see if it's gonna be challenging. Can always portal. Okay, put this on him. Okay, move away to the side. Just walk around him. Put the totem down. Get out of his way. Okay. And he's dead. grab all the items, we can go back to town, because after you kill a boss like that, the next waypoint is usually unlocked automatically, so you can just go to town. And we got another transmutation, which means we can potentially purchase, for example, the efficacy or the void manipulation. So I would probably grab the void manipulation here, and we can put the void manipulation with, let's put arcane surge, frostblink here. We got blight and infused channeling. And then we're also getting a couple of new skills. So we're getting wither here actually. So this is great. We're getting wither. We're gonna put it on a totem as well in a moment. And then we also need a mobility skill, which we're gonna get in a moment. So we need more transmutations, this is telling me, okay? We need more transmutations, so let's try to pick up all the magic rare items that we find so that we can have easier time. And this I can just throw away. Totem helped a little bit because Brutus is not really moving. We got Amber Amulet, which is gonna be helpful. The attributes, if you're playing on a top part of the tree, that you're gonna be missing are gonna be usually either dexterity or strength. So it's good to have those amulets highlighted by the loot filter. Okay, let's grab this. Let's go now. I think I'm gonna go up here, right? Let me quickly consult the POE. Yep. I'm gonna go here. Wait for a bigger pack to happen and then do damage to it. You don't wanna like use your abilities on like a couple monsters. You always wanna wait until there's more of them. As you can see, if we just frostblink away, they get low enough so that the contagion just keeps spreading between them. So it's very, very easy. We're level 10s. After this zone, we're gonna actually get much more powerful because we're gonna get Essence Drain, which is gonna be our main damage for a while. And then we go here. All right, nice. Huge amount of damage. So Essence Drain we get at level 12, so one more level and we're gonna be able to get it. These guys have a bunch of energy shield, but because we're doing chaos damage, we don't care about that. This build is, by the way, made with that in mind. The fact that it's mechanically gonna avoid a lot of... She still hits me here. Okay, that's incredible. You don't want to fight that thing. It's kind of a waste of time. But yeah, mechanically, like this build is supposed to avoid all the issues that other builds have, such as proxy shields, such as different like monster mods where like they block damage. You don't care about monsters blocking damage because you're doing damage over time. I can pick up this extra chromatic. Chromatics are very useful. We can go here for some extra damage. I said I want to pick up all the magic and rare items and stuff, so I'm gonna do that. This guy is almost dead, so I'm just gonna finish him. Oh, and another magic item. Okay, our skills are leveling. Because my inventory is kind of full and I really want the extra transmutations, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go back to town. And I am level 12, so I can actually pick up the essence drain. So I'm gonna sell this. We're gonna check for skill gems, for colors that I need. We can potentially grab these, try to maybe recolor them. Unfortunate. All right, and then we've grabbed the essence drain, which is going to go. Actually, it's going to go instead of Contagion in here, and Contagion doesn't really need anything. I can put Contagion with Arcane Surge, for example, but I think Frostblink has lower cost. But yeah, I'm gonna put it with this, just for some more damage. We're looking for something like Chaos damage or something like that, which we don't find in here. That's okay. I could potentially use the blue, because the ones that I have are not great. So I could potentially use a blue wand like this. And then we can drop the void manipulation in here, frost blink, efficacy, essence drain. And then in the blue, we can have, yeah, I would normally have blight, infused channeling, efficacy. And here we have void manipulation, so we can have contagion, arcane surge, void manipulation, for example. We can drop that in the offhand. Let's do it like this. And then one more thing that I would like to pick up, I'm gonna put wither here, and then there's gonna be wither totem here, spell totem here, but I don't have enough transmutation shards yet. But once I'm gonna have that, I'm gonna pick up this spell totem for that. Okay, so I think we're ready for that. So we've got the essence drain. Let's go to the ship's graveyard. So essence drain, contagion, blight. Okay, we do it like this. And we got wither as well, if I want to ever cast it. Okay. Okay, Fairgraves is here. Wither is best on a totem, but we have it like this for now. So what you do is you put contagion, and then you shoot essence drain on something that has contagion on it, and it's gonna keep spreading like this. So we put it on that guy, and I can put wither as well, or just spam blight. There we go. Okay, we can go back to town and maybe get the totem. Let's see if I have enough to sell. Okay, movement speed, please. Increase movement speed. Perfect. We got MS boots. Unfortunately, I don't have the transmutation yet, but we're gonna get it soon. We have a portal. We can come back for it and have it for Merveil. Oh, and we need to get a skill point as well. Completely forgot. Okay. And then we go for this, so we can grab this damage over time. All right, 1 second. Okay. So we just put ED contagion and just keep moving. ED contagion and just move. Never wait for like the monsters. Your loot filter should tell you when something valuable drops behind you. There's lots of bleeding here and vulnerability. That's a very nasty set of debuffs. If you really want extra currency, what you do is you kill the extra unique monsters. It is completely optional. Normally you don't do it, but if you want to get more powerful, it's gonna slow down your leveling, but you're gonna get extra stuff, like a sapphire ring. Which we can put in here. Extra cauldrons, it's gonna be helpful. And now we've got enough for the totem. I'm gonna pick up damage over time multiplier. Just dash through these guys. So we're missing dexterity, which means that's the amulet I should be wearing. Gonna kill this. So it's important to know how long your skills last as well. For example, my essence drain is like 4 seconds right now. So I should keep that in mind and refresh that every 4 seconds, for example. All right, we're gonna sell all of that stuff, and that's gonna give me enough for the spell totem, which I'm gonna put in here. And now my wither is gonna be self-applying, which is gonna give us a lot more damage. I think we're good with everything. So again, we're just looking for more transmutations. This character likes to have a lot of transmutations. Some characters, when you level them, you don't need that many transmutations. This character really likes to have a lot of them. Because if I could, I would do so much more if I had more transmutations right now. I could craft resistances and so on, but I'll have to show that a bit later. Okay, put this, Essence Drain, and Blight. You can put Contagion as well. Spam Blight. Essence Drain. Have the totem here. Spam Blight. Okay, shoot the Essence Drain. Contagion. Put down the totem. Spam Blight. Essence Drain. Totem. Contagion. Blight. And she is dead. I mean, at least her first phase. Okay, try to kill these ads because there is a ton of them here. Essence Drain, this Contagion, Spam Blight. Essence Drain, Totem, Spam Blight. Where is she? This way. Essence Drain, Contagion, Totem, Spam Blight. Essence Drain, Contagion, Totem, Spam Blight. Again, she just keeps jumping non-stop. And she's dead. Very simple. Our damage will keep scaling as we get more components of this build. It's actually a huge amount of damage. Let's get this, because this gives me some cast speed actually. Cast speed is really helpful. It makes your character feel less clunky. All of your spells go off quicker, and it's very nice to have. Right, grab more damage over time. All right, sell all of these. Actually, if I have like a big rare weapons, potentially what you want to do is identify them, because then you're gonna get actually more shards of alteration than from other stuff. Sometimes you're gonna get augmentation, but that's okay. So we've got couple of these. Let's see if there's anything good to pick up as well though, like in terms of the colors that I need. I don't think so. Okay, so what we need now is I think maybe gloves with better colors, something like that. Okay, what we're looking for is the cave now. Level this, there's the cave. We can enter the cave or leave a portal. Because of where it is, I can actually enter it, because I'm not gonna really waste any time. So in this case, it's actually faster to enter it. If it's somewhere like on the top left side or something like that, then it's actually faster to just leave a portal there, go to the next waypoint, and then go back and enter the cave and log out afterwards. Okay, this guy's gonna give us a lot of gear. Okay, so we pick up everything useful here. And we check this for movement speed. So movement speed, life, strength. So this is going to be possibly slightly better because of how much life it gives us. And then we can keep moving. A lot of magic and rare mobs in here. Very tough bears and stuff. Let's grab this node now. 15 to damage over time multiplier. That's a huge amount of damage increase. All right, we got him. I'd like to pick that up, maybe. There we go. So we come out pretty much the same spot we entered. And then we go to here. That's actually a very quick zone. Right now our damage is not that great yet, but it's gonna go really high up with levels. So right now if there are like extra things, like for example beasts, I don't care about killing beasts that much. We really need dex, so I'm definitely gonna go buy an amulet now. So we're gonna sell this stuff. And then I'm definitely gonna grab a quicksilver flasks from here. And we're also gonna grab a dex amulet. So I'm looking for something. Actually, I'm gonna spend Orb of Chance because transmutations are more valuable to me right now. So this is kind of cool that I have an option of spending an Orb of Chance. So this dexterity allows me now to level my stuff, and we're gonna get some dexterity on the way as we're going later the opposite direction. And maybe I should actually prioritize going there then. Okay, let's sell this because we need some scrolls. We got this quicksilver, so now we got 2 quicksilvers to run faster. We can sell this and this as well. And then we're looking for useful stuff. We're looking for useful stuff in here in terms of the colors and links. This is kind of useful actually. I probably should grab this pair of gloves because I'll probably want to wear that instead. I can do this, for example, and we can throw this away. All right. If you want it to be really safe, you can also grab something like topaz ring right now. If you don't find a topaz ring, but you find an iron ring, you can make a topaz ring with iron ring and a green skill gem. You can make a sapphire ring for cold res with a iron ring and a blue skill gem. And you can make also a fire resist ring, the ruby ring, with red skill gem and an iron ring. As you can see, I just dump this and everything around dies. I just drop Essence Drain, Contagion, and things are just dying. I'm not gonna be interacting with the league mechanic because this guide is supposed to be valid for more than just this one league. So we don't want this to throw us off. I personally usually don't interact with league mechanics until I get to maps. But if you're a new player, then you can just go ahead and interact with them. I think it would be wise for me to pick up this chaos damage maybe. So we have to go for life and this. But it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we just go to the right side. I think we do the Great Migration right now. Our damage is gonna suck for a while, but it's okay. Maybe it's gonna be fine. Because Witch has to path to the right side of the tree here, and it takes some like unfortunate amount of travel points to do so, but it is still worth doing. And it's gonna help us with any dex issues that we might have, and it's gonna basically get us quicker to that stage. And early on you gain the passive points very quickly. Okay, that's actually a weird zone, so we have to go up to the trial. Pick up this Orb of Chance. Okay, we got Sedimas and Bone Spirit Shield, which is useful if you're playing a Summoner. It's not useful for us though. You can just run through these traps. They don't do that much. Alright. So we pick up, we swap this flask. And then what else do I have? These gloves, if you identify uniques, they're gonna give you some alchemy shards, but if you don't identify them, they're gonna give you nothing, so always wanna identify uniques if you're gonna sell them. And I'm still using Frostblink because again, to get Flame Dash, I would have to spend a transmutation. I should probably do it then. It's about time to swap to that. Let's pick up these two things and go back to town. Right, here we're gonna pick up Arcane Clock, Cold Snap. There's actually nothing that we want to grab from here. I could pick up Cold Snap. Cold Snap is actually good damage at this point, but I don't really need it. In any way, okay, this might be good. This is some life and resistances, so I'm actually gonna keep that. We can throw this. Let's check for good sockets and items with good stuff. So this is alright as well. This has no movement speed. And now we have a lot of alterations, which we can spend on some stuff from here. We can pick up also Life Belt for 2 Scrolls of Wisdom. That's very useful. And then we want to grab, I think, Skitterbots. That's going to increase our damage. And then I could grab potentially... You don't get Blood Rage as a witch. So I think that's going to be about it. Tempest Shield, potentially, if I want to be tanky. But I would rather get something like, for example, Vitality. Okay, so now I wanted to grab something from Act 1. Yes, I wanted to grab something from Act 1 to increase our damage further. And there's a few things we can do, which is, first of all, I want to pick up the Vitality. I'll pick up Strength on the way, but I don't want it to level further. So I can pick up that. We can also pick up Withering Step, but we have the Wither Totem, which is better for single target for longer fights, and that's the only time we pretty much care about it. But I want to pick up Efficacy, so I can put Blight Infused Channeling with Efficacy, because also gives us duration, which helps with Blight a lot. And then we'll pick up Vitality, because I would like to run it. Alright, and then we can basically continue. Now we're gonna go to the left side. Okay, so we're gonna path now through all these travel nodes. And I still didn't pick up Flame Dash. Could have picked up Flame Dash instead of the Vitality. But it's okay. I can actually jump with this? Yeah, okay, good. I can pick up the armor scrap. So now my Blight will be actually doing significantly more damage. Okay, we get ambushed by koalas. Right, so in this zone, if you want to kill Alira, I think we're gonna kill everything. But I can just pick up the waypoint and go do the other stuff that is slightly easier first. Such as go to the trial. And excuse me, but I think I'm gonna put some MTX on because my character currently looks yes. Okay, what are we gonna put in? Put on. We can put on this stuff. We can put on this. And we can grab the nicer looking Essence Drain, Blight, Contagion, Wither. I can grab this and yeah, I think we're good. And a nicer shield. Or a no shield actually. How about that? Alright. Slightly better. So now my stuff is gonna be looking like a rainbow rather than purple. Means my name is alive until I get the explode node on the ascendancy, which is gonna give me the purple explosions. Yeah, I can tell my Blight is doing significantly more damage, and Blight is the thing that you get a lot of your single target from. Like all of your single target damage comes from Blight. So you see, I didn't attack these insects following me until I got to another pack, and then when I got to another pack, then I just killed them all with one AD contagion. Here we're just looking for the trial. Actually, a lot of the time I don't even need to put the essence drain. They're still gonna die. Ouch. Alright, grab this. Kill stuff if you want, and then you can just log out. Because we get the trial, that's what we came for. And then we grab the dexterity. We can check for stuff that we need. I don't think there is anything really useful here. We can sell this. And then we can continue to kill the bandits.
Wisdom.
Let's grab the wisdom scrolls, because I don't know if I'm low. I'm okay. So this shield that I have here with the +1 to level of Chaos skill gems, this is something that I'm potentially going to be using for a long time. Because it's a really massive increase to my power. And if you keep searching for stuff like that, you're actually pretty likely to find either chaos damage over time multiplier or something like that on a wand or a shield. Okay, we can log out. And then we can ID this. If there's okay, we got chaos damage over time multiplier on this wand, but because it doesn't have the right colors, I don't really want to use it right now, but I'm gonna keep it. So that's very nice. I can sell this as well. So we keep this wand. I can put it potentially into the stash just so we don't have to worry about it right now. But yeah, when I get some colors and stuff later on, I'll probably wear that. Okay, now we can kill Alira. The order I like to go in this zone is to go where the waypoint points, away from the road. Kill Alira, then go down, kill the guard, and then go kill the Weaver.
Wisdom.
Alright, and we just kill Alira. It's really no need, like unless like sometimes when people are like speed running, they help Alira because it means that they have to spend, you know, a minute less on like worrying about the resistances. But it's very, very easy to sort your resistances. You should never like help Alira because you won't be able to fix your resistances. No, you're always gonna be able to fix your resistances. It's just gonna take you a minute longer, you know? It's gonna take you some small, like extra couple crafts, you know, extra couple items you need to pick up. That's it. So it's not a big deal. But if people are speedrunning and doing that, so just know that that's why they're doing it. And not because that's necessarily the best thing to do on every character. It gives you some mana, but we're already gonna have good mana. We're already gonna have the resistances, and the crit multi we're never gonna use, so we don't need the mana, we don't need the resist, we don't need the crit multi, so that's why we're not doing that. We don't get Einhar here, huh? I haven't helped Einhar yet, and he's not coming to my aid for the Weaver fight. Unlucky. We're not getting much power now because we're just grabbing the travel nodes, so it's just like intelligence and dexterity and some strength on the way. Okay, we got some chromatics. Okay, we already see the orange doorway, which is the exit, and actually our essence drain is leveling just in time for this. That's perfect. Okay, I just got stunned like crazy. Holy shit, what? Hello? Let's throw this. How am I so slowed? I've never been this slowed in my life in here. Like, I got slowed and then I got stunned as well. That was not nice. Alright, pick up everything. Most importantly, the Maligaro Spike. And we can go back to town. And then we pick up... There's a lot of things we can pick up here. We can pick up... Controlled Destruction, which is going to be 25% more spell damage, which is actually going to be better than a lot of the links we're using if we had the blue sockets. Like better than Void Manipulation, for example. So we can pick that up for the future, and then I can sell the other stuff that we have here. All right, and then we got, what else we got after this actually? We can also look at these. So if you see rings like this, look out for rings that have 16 to 2 resistances. I'm gonna show you what to do with this later when I get the currency for it. But that's what you want to pick up. You want to find rings that have 16 to 2 resistances. That is going to be one of the things that helps you a lot with fixing your res. Okay, we got another one that is 16, okay? So we got 2 rings right now called Lightning, Fire, Lightning. So we're going to wear them later and we're going to craft on them later. I'm going to show you how. Faster casting is something you could put on Spell Totem Wither if you had the extra sockets. And then Controlled Distraction is something that you can use as well as Cruelty actually, but Cruelty early on is not going to be good, I think. But Controlled Distraction is going to be great with Essence Drain, for example, which I could put in here. Let me try actually with this. So it's 25% more spell damage, and then Efficacy, like if I had Contagion with Efficacy, I can do, for example, this Contagion with Efficacy with Void Manipulation, and then I can put oh, I didn't have Skitterbots on as well. That's a big deal. And I can do Frost Blink with Arcane Surge. Skitterbots are massive. That's a huge mistake that I didn't have that on actually. Oh, and we can also go to Act 1, pick up our Book of Skill. So we can grab this, and that gives us the strength. And then, since I have a bunch of chromatics, I can likely get a red here. And then I can put this here. And then this gives us enough strength. And we have these 2 auras right now. All right. Time to go kill Oak. Turn on these auras. Let's hide this thing. There we go. How about we wear this? There we go, much better. Do I have a, oh, I don't have a transmute. Need to get Frost Blink. Okay, kill Oak. Okay, kill the other guys as well. Shoot at Oak. Grab all of that stuff. I'm gonna find a waypoint, and then I'm gonna grab all of my stuff. Actually, we can just use a portal. So we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna sell this. It gives us a transmute. Talk to this guy. Gives us a couple skill points, which gets us faster to this. Now I can go for life, but this way, actually, I'm gonna find damage faster. Well, actually, I want to pick up this first. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we go down. Maybe we go down. And I wanted to grab Flame Dash because it's longer, which means it's better. And it has 3 uses, of course, right? That's the main thing. Awesome. Funny enough, the Contagion is doing so much damage.
Portal.
Pick this up. Grab the life in here. So now we're gonna start to get all the power. I think it was actually a good choice to traverse to that side of the tree early.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I'm just getting mauled from every direction. Augmentations are great. If you grab 3 early on, you're gonna be able to craft some movement speed on your boots if you have an open prefix on them. It's not level vitality because we might have to exchange the boots and then not have enough strength for it. I need to like monitor how much strength I have. Kill these guys, kill these guys.
Wisdom.
So skitterbots are like the only aura right now that is helping us with damage, that is taking, that is giving us shock and chill. Chill is very nice because it slows the enemies, because we do damage over time, so we definitely want the enemies to be slowed so that they don't kill us while we're still damaging them. Because it takes a while for our spells to kill them. It's not instant and it doesn't stun them as well. And then also the shock is increasing the damage taken to the enemies, so no matter what type of damage you deal, or even if you have minions or anything else, it's gonna increase your single target damage. Okay, this is annoying. This is very annoying.
Wisdom.
It's like thousands of tanky monsters. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the whetstone. This.
Transmutation.
Soon we're gonna hear this sound when we cast our spells. Not that soon, but eventually.
Wisdom.
Okay, we grab this. This is gonna give us a lot of strength
Wisdom.
and life.
Wisdom.
Oh, transmutation, nice. Actually found a very low amount of currency, so I guess this run is a good example of how you can progress if you're not getting shit. We get these rings now. So once okay, I have 2 transmutations. I can show you. I can show you now. So here's what you do with these. We go to our hideout. Do I have? We can POE trade. Okay. So you want to grab these 2 rings that have cold and lightning resistances, and you want to equip them, and you want to see what is your lowest res. So you can see fire and cold are my lowest, right? So what I do is I craft, on one of them I craft fire, on one of them I craft cold, right? One got good roll, one got bad roll. It's between 16 to 20. But now my resistances are somewhat okay for where I'm at, and then you can craft that on other pieces of gear as well. As you get more transmutations, that's why we're getting these transmutations, you can craft on an item that is just white, or you can craft on an item that has an empty prefix, which looks like this one actually has 3 prefixes. You can see armor, life, and movement speed. So we can craft resistances on that because there's empty suffix. Sorry. So as you can see, resistances are a suffix, right? They're a suffix, which means we can craft resistances on these boots, for example. But if we wanted to craft life on it, then we cannot, right? Because it already has life, and also it has 3 prefixes. So that's that's the basics of it. So these rings are gonna help us a lot. I can get rid of that, and that's it. All right, just making a little bit of an order here. Perfect. So early on, the gear you're gonna be picking up is gonna be dictated 90% by the links, right? So the main thing is gonna be, I need the links, because it's very hard to, oh, actually I found a jeweler's orb, but it's very rare to be able to like redo the sockets on your items early on. So you're gonna be finding some jeweler's orbs, and if you're very lucky, you'll find like a binding orb, but it's gonna be the minority of what you're finding. Most things that you're gonna be able to get are gonna be like alterations, transmutations, some essences, and occasional alchemy orb or chance orb. So you're gonna be paying attention to sockets more than anything else, because you need the sockets more than anything else. We got movement speed. If I had boots without movement speed, I would need 3 augmentations, and I would be able to craft movement speed on the boots. So now that I have this recipe. Okay, we go to the left here. This is a cool, actually, I'm gonna teach you something about layouts. If you look at this zone, right, it goes like this and like this, which means it's probably in this kind of a square, right? That makes it more likely for the entrance to be somewhere to the left in here rather than to the right, because the zones are never like in a big line, right? Usually they're in kind of a square. So the entrance is going to be here. That's something that could help you like figure out where to go in the zone. And in the ancient pyramid, this is especially prevalent because now I know I'm on the bottom corner of the square, so I know it's going to be on one of the other corners of the square that the exit is going to be at. So I'm most likely gonna just head up and expect it to be somewhere in the opposite corner. And most of the time it's gonna be somewhere in that direction. Yep, as you can see, it's on the opposite corner. Alright, we're gonna grab this. So now you can see this is right corner. So now we're looking for the left corner here. And this is top corner. So now we're looking for the bottom corner. Could be also on the sides sometimes in here. But you know it's gonna be like on another corner. There we go. And the zones get smaller as the pyramid goes to the top. Pick up this recipe. This is a spell damage recipe. That is a prefix. So if I regal this, I'd be able to craft something more on that. I should craft on this. Spell damage, chaos damage over time multiplier. We're getting lucky. We're not finding stuff, but other than like the shield, but we're getting lucky with the crafts. Let's put ED on this. But our damage is definitely not popping off yet. And if you are going with something like fire skills or Orb of Storms with Stormblast Mine, you'd definitely be faster to here. But then you'd have to figure out also how to transition to this, right? And a lot of people were asking for a way of leveling with just these chaos skills, you know, how to do it in the simplest way possible. So That's why I'm showing that. This is not great, so we're just gonna sell that. And we can, of course, like exit the character selection, and then we're gonna have the next waypoint every single time after killing a Oct boss.
Alchemy.
Oh, we got an alchemy. Nice. I wouldn't have seen that if not for the filter. Okay. So as you can see, this item has now 4 sockets because this is coming from a boss, item level 25. Item level 25 is the first item level where you can find 4 links. So if you want to find them from a vendor, for example, the vendor always has items of 1 item level higher than your character. So as soon as we are character level 24, we can look for 4 links in the vendor. Jewels early on are usually not great. It's hard to find a jewel that's good. And if you're playing in Trade League, you'd actually buy a unique jewel for 1 chaos, but we'll see. Maybe I'll migrate the character and when we get to the later stage and get some chaos to show you what you would buy for your first couple chaos. Nobody likes this zone because monsters are like so spread out.
Wisdom.
And it's hard to move through. There we go. So here we're looking for another trial. And this is Crematorium. People say sometimes you'll hear like get fire resistance for this zone. Very important to get fire resistance. I would say more than anything, I'm ignited. Okay. More than anything, what you want is lightning resistance actually in this zone.
Wisdom.
Because you're gonna be fighting a boss that does a lot of lightning damage. That is very scary. So that's why I recommend like grabbing these rings. As soon as you're like level 19, search for the resist rings. This guy was like body blocking me. What a rude necromancer. Yeah, as soon as you're like level 19, search for the resistance rings, like the 2 stone rings that have 16 to each res. Right, we got the essence drain. And then grabbing this. Okay, transmutation, nice. You can see we got a bow 4 link. It's gonna be not useful for us, but we can start finding 4 links now. Okay, what the hell is putting vines on me? What? Do these guys they're putting vines on me? Really? Entangler? That's lovely. Okay, where's Piety? Right, we go back to Sarn, and we got a few things here. So, first of all, we got the Despair Curse, which is massive. Then we are level 23, so we cannot find 4 links quite yet. I could potentially link this thing, but it's gonna have wrong colors. So let me sell that, which I don't need. And yeah, we're not gonna be finding 4 links here, looking for maybe movement speed boost or something, but nope. And then we can grab this. This is usually where you want to look for the rings as well. Like this is actually a very good ring that I can craft life on. Because 6, okay, if you look at the number of resistances, right? 6 to all elemental resistances, that is 18, right? Which is going to be better than this. And it's also going to give me a prefix that I can craft on, right? So that is very, very nice. Potentially looking for strength and dex amulet, because I kind of need both of those. But ideally, something that is not crafted already. Okay, so this is not going to be needed anymore. We can just move on. Actually, there is a few things you can buy as well. You could potentially grab, for example, Malevolence. So I could grab Malevolence, which would be 14 damage over time, more damage over time, and then also skill effect duration. That is one thing that we can get. And then is there anything else? There is Bane as well. Bane is something that we can, if we have extra sockets, I can link Bane with the Despair, and it's actually going to do more damage than just putting on the Despair. And other than that, Purity of Elements is very useful as well. And I think that's about it. Yeah, so we're going to be looking for some extra sockets. So let's see, what do we have here that we can change? Control distraction. Contagion doesn't need the void manipulation at all. Contagion you just want to have with like area of effect, because it's not what deals damage, it's the essence drain that deals damage. So I would look for like extra couple sockets. I would look for like a red, blue, blue, and then have the Despair there. Okay. With the Bane. Random 4 link, but wrong colors, and this is a base that requires strength / armor base, which means that is very unlikely to roll the colors that we would need, which is like blue, 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 green, which means we are not interested in it. Okay, grab this. Yeah, so this 4 link is not gonna be good for us. So this is level 26 zone and we're level 23. So we are 3 levels below the level of the zone, which is totally fine. Like you can be like 2-3 levels below, and that is totally okay. If you want to be more powerful, then you just kill more monsters and you're gonna get more levels and you're gonna be stronger. Let's grab the fusing in case you want to link something, and then now let's grab the damage over time, and then we're gonna get more duration as well. And because we have a couple auras now that we can use, I would probably like to go toward mana reservation efficiency nodes, which will let me potentially use like more auras than otherwise. Because we would like to run Skitterbot and Malevolence, and that way we're gonna have a massive amount of damage. Okay, I can grab this, this. So you want to grab this waypoint, go to the catacombs, do the trial, and log out. And you're going to come back to here. But we just want to pick up the trial. And to look for the trial, you want to look for a book on a mini-map, an icon of a book. There are 2 in here. One is like lore, and one is the actual trial. This is the trial. So we are actually lucky to have a nice zone. Pick up the recipe. And we can log out. So now that I'm level 24, I can actually find 4 links in the vendor. So I'm gonna sell these that are not gonna be useful in any way. And then we're gonna look for 4 links, and even 4 sockets are potentially going to be very good for me. And the bases that we're looking for them on are going to be like intelligence bases mainly. So I don't see anything. So we can move on. And then we wanna go for this. Anything else here that we're getting? No. I think we got everything. I could potentially grab like the strength, dexterity, but unfortunately I cannot craft on this. In terms of the colors, I would like to maybe swap some colors in here to fit some extra gems. I would like to fit the despair, which means I need to change some colors. The void manipulation here is not needed at all. We can try to change the color of this because it has int requirement. So I want this to be all blue. So we can do efficacy with contagion, or I can do we need the efficacy? I can do Bane instead, for example. So we can do Bane, contagion, despair in here, and then we can level the efficacy. And then I would like to maybe put malevolence in here as well. So I can try using malevolence. So we can do flame dash, malevolence. And is that going to affect malevolence? Let's see. It doesn't. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so we go back to the marketplace. And now I have an option of maybe using the malevolence. A bit low on the mana side. So I can maybe skip the skitterbots for now and just use the malevolence. Because malevolence is going to apply to everything, even if we're spreading damage like far away from us. We've got the totem, and then we also want to be able to use the Bane, which is going to apply the curse. So we have like a more complicated rotation now. There's a lot of skills that we can use. I could technically just run with only Bane. If you wanted to make it easy on yourself, you could just use Bane. You could literally just kill stuff with Bane. And like Blight maybe. Pop an ED on a rare. So at this point you have access to so many skills that it's kind of a personal choice. I could potentially even go for something like Soul Rend, which I'm definitely very interested in making a build for. Yeah, the problem with Bane is gonna happen when you encounter monsters that are hexproof and you don't have the passive that your curse is applied to hexproof monsters yet. Like ED Contagion has definitely better coverage. It kills more monsters, and people say, "Oh, Bane is just you just press one button, right?" And that is true. You just press one button, but you have to press it more times. So now that we have the curse, now that we're able to curse the enemies, we actually have much more damage. Like the curse is absolutely massive in terms of like increasing our damage output. And that's why people think, I think that's why people think Bane is so strong. Because of the curse. But yeah, that's because of the curse. The curse just multiplies our damage and reduces the enemy resistances. Right. Since we're level 25, we could clear more in here. because we're pretty low level. Dogs are a great zone to catch up on XP. And if you're wondering how I'm casting the Bane, I have it on S. You can have the hotkeys on the control bar rebound to anything you want. So it doesn't matter if it's visible or not visible. You can still cast it if it has the hotkey assigned. It doesn't have to be control plus something.
Portal. Portal.
All right, good to go. Since we leveled, we can check the vendor for 4 links. We can check this as well. It's gonna be annoying being tied to this shield so much now, because it has the +1, so now I like never want to replace it. All right, let's go to the battlefront.
Portal. Transmutation.
So yeah, this is a good time to like experiment with different skills, see which skills you wanna play with. Let me actually check if we get Soul Rend here. Maybe I can try Soul Rend, because Soul Rend becomes better when you can get a 4 link, because you need the extra projectiles. We don't get the Soul Rend, actually. We actually don't get Soul Rend. Okay. So we would have to do the library or do it later. Never mind then. Just gonna go like this. Alright, so this is level 27 zone. We're level 26. Do I have some MTX for Bane? Don't have MTX for Bane. Oh, it doesn't have the
Wisdom.
same... it's not in the same bundle that I have. Unfortunate. Okay, so this is gonna be a 4 link that will work for me. The reason is it's int base. Amethyst flask, okay. Wait, that's not even the right way. So we can easily get it to 4 blue, as you can see. And ideally, I would get it to also have a green. But I could do 4 blue, no? Already using efficacy. No, because I want to add like controlled distraction. I could just run with Bane itself. And then have like Bane and then Contagion. Or do the library and actually run Soul Rend. That could be quite fun. Let's try that maybe.
Wisdom.
No, but ED Contagion is so much better clear in these situations. Let's grab 1 green in this.
Transmutation. Wisdom.
Right, we need dexterity. This. Go back to the sewers. And then I think I want to grab this charisma wheel. Try to get the green. Nope. Nope. Not getting the green. What do we got here? Mana, resist. We got some fire res here. That's good timing for that, actually. Alright, so set up the totem. Curse these. Oh my god, I got smacked so hard. If I could not get stunned, that would be perfect. Okay, ED. Blight him to death now. Perfect. Okay. I think this is where I get soul rend maybe. But this is the right links, right? This is now we have the right links. And we can combine, we can get even more damage. I have an idea actually of what to do with these links now. This is kind of perfect. This is kind of perfect. You see this spread? Like I cast 2, but with Bane I would have to cast more times. Like here I cast 1, like I cast spells, right? Once. Bane would have to be like few casts, like 3-4 casts to cover that. So for certain packs it's better, but now I'm actually gonna make a better setup because I have the sockets for it. Plus the thing with ED is like once it goes off and you have enough damage, you're kind of immortal because of the regen that it provides you with. And you can see like the rare monster just died there. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I think we're getting the soul rend here, right? Potentially. We got Hex Blast, we got soul rend, yeah. Okay. Let's check for extra 4 links. Let's see. No 4 links here. No 4 links here. Okay. So I want to do a little bit of... and I'm trying to do this slowly so that people can follow as well, because people often say that it's like too fast for them to follow. So we've got some life, open suffix on this. So let's go and craft the resistance that we're gonna need. So this is gonna be the lowest, which is lightning. So we're just gonna craft the lightning res on this. Okay, so we got life to res 4 link. Perfect, right? What we're gonna use in this is gonna be essence drain, control distraction, void manipulation, and efficacy. That's gonna be our main damage setup. And then we're going to also have, I can craft something on this, but maybe I'll wait for an essence. Here we can have Contagion, Bane, Despair, and I'm going to also put in here Efficacy. Or I could put Arcane Surge as well, but I think Efficacy is going to be better. So we're gonna go to Act 1 and buy the Efficacy. I think until like level 14 or 15 these gems keep leveling. So we got level 6 efficacy in here. That's going to increase the damage and it's going to increase the duration of both Contagion and Bane. So this is quite massive. Yes. Okay, so we can drop that. If you ever want some extra chaos res for like Act 7, Amethyst Flask is very useful for that. We can sell that. I can drop this gem, actually level it in the offhand. If you want to ever swap to that, then I'll have it. And then I'll also craft life on this. Perfect. And then if I wanted to, I could also put like augmentation. Didn't hit anything good, but could have potentially. No empty suffix on this. We can also craft another res here. Let's craft something like a lightning res. on this. You can also craft something on the gloves. Let's craft something like cold res. And then this has spell damage, chaos damage over time multiplier, and empty suffix. So we're gonna craft fire res. Okay. Now we've got 75, 56, 74. So I need only cold res, right? So if I found an item like this, let's craft it then. Let's go with the cold res. Okay. Now we are almost capped on resistances. If I got a better roll in here, I would have been capped on resistances. We can augment this as well. 29 life. Perfect. We got ourselves a chest. Almost capped on all the resistances. And we're doing very, very well. In terms of the sockets, I think I'm fine. Flame Dash, Arcane Surge, Malevolence, Wither, Skitterbots. Skitterbots are not necessary at this moment, but still good. Okay. So we added a 4-link to this, and we added Bane as well, Bane setup as well. And we get the chaos.multi. Okay, so now everything is doing huge damage. This is where our character actually pops off. Once we get the 4-link, actually multiple 4-links, the character becomes much stronger. Oh my god, yeah. The damage now is gonna be ridiculous. Augmentation. Found another one of those. If we find like an essence, it's very unlikely that I'm gonna roll something better than this. It says ES, life, regen, mana, double res. Like what? This is great helmet. Very unlikely that we're gonna replace it, which means like most likely until like the end, which means I'm just gonna throw this because it would be waste of like an essence, for example, to try to craft that when I have other slots that would much rather that I would much rather improve, right? So you never want to like improve an item that you're unlikely to improve. You want to invest your resources to replace items for slots in which your items are the worst, right? You want to replace your worst items. So now for Piety, we're gonna have ridiculous damage. So I'm gonna leave this here. Gonna grab that. Okay, where is she? This. Okay, she disappeared. It's the easiest fight in the world. This is when our build, where our build is like popping off. Since we're popping off, let's take the travel nodes now, because we can afford that now. Okay, I'm gonna sell this, sell this, sell this, and this. Okay. Grab the extra skill point, because we're gonna be able to grab also skitterbots, which is gonna be amazing. So we go down, and then we go for the charisma wheel. If you wanted to, you could also run a defensive aura. I'm not sure if you get like grace or determination. Probably you get one of those. If you get that as a witch, or you can do library and get them, but I usually want to avoid doing library when I play. It's something that is a big waste of time, and you just need to finish like a couple of acts, like one act and then one really short act afterwards, in order to get access to all the gems anyway. Okay. think I need to go this way. We're gonna grab the trial for the lab. Awesome. So we've got all of the trials now for the first lab. And we're probably going to take a void beacon, probably, for nearby enemies having reduced chaos res. So when we're blighting, and we're gonna be doing massive, massive damage. These are very dangerous, so watch out for porcupines. They're not as tough as in the later acts. In the later acts, you can just get one shot if you don't have enough defense, but yeah. That's why I like running with the shield. I like playing with the shield a lot. I think shields are in a really good spot right now. Especially if you can get some offensive stats on them as well. What level am I? 29, so I'm like 3 levels under the zone, which is totally fine. So as you can see, these zones are like a circle. So this is like top side of the circle. So we're looking to go in one of the opposite ones. Oh, why did I pick this up? We don't want to interact with the league mechanic, because that's cheating. Okay, there we go. We got the exit.
Wisdom.
So now it's gonna be either bottom or on the left. It's on the bottom, okay. And we pick up this. I like doing lab later on. You could do lab early on as well, if you really wanted to. In fact, our character is strong enough that we can do the lab. I usually just do it slightly later, because it's safer. Like, because if you like die on Dominus, right, nothing happens. You just like walk into the room again. But if you die in the labyrinth, you have to redo the whole thing, which means you really want to avoid that. And we have enough damage for this anyway. Like, my character is really strong right now. Alright, hello? If I don't get stunned and destroyed. Right. ED curse and spam blight. ED curse and spam blight. Okay, I'm like ignited, bleeding, and all of that. Okay, this guy's running away from us. There we go. Can pick up some stuff. This is a nice item. Get out from the slum. What do we got here? Max life, cold rest. This would be nice on a trickster. Got better flask, better mana flask, but if we swap them now, then we get no charges. I can put portal preemptively. Okay, easy peasy. Let's grab this now, and this, and swap back. I turned on the skitter bots for a moment instead of vitality, but I had a little bit of mana trouble there in the middle. But it's all good. I just wanted to increase the damage slightly. Okay, stop stunning me and blocking me. Thank you.
Portal.
Right, this one is 350. Oh, it's the same type of flask. Okay. Yeah, so if it's like one small compact pack, then you can do Bane. If it's a bigger moving thing or like chained packs together, then you can do ED Contagion. You can just use one. You can just spam Bane if you really want to. There's nothing wrong with that.
Portal.
Okay, we got boots to craft on. So now I'm looking for some essences. I'm gonna drop the stuff I don't need in here. And then these boots are waiting for some kind of an essence, I find. Okay, these guys are moving me and stunning me. That's annoying. Okay, let's just burn this guy down. Okay, we got the banner and the recipe, I think, as well. So we're good to go. This one is plus 2 to level of socketed gems. Gems are supported by level 10 spell echo. If we were playing with Soul Rend, this would be very good. But I would have to have 3 sockets in this, so let's see, maybe we can try it out for that. Currently we don't have anything to craft the boots, so let's just move on. And maybe look for other 4 links, like for example, gloves. So let's see, we don't have any. We can grab the chromatic. We have this. armor energy shield, so it's actually good base, to be honest. And we just need to chrome it. So I would need to get mostly blue on this. Okay, unlucky. If I got like blue, 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 red, or blue, blue, red, that would be great.
Wisdom.
Always worth clicking on the sulfite nodes, because you can potentially get a divination card. There's a chance of getting a divination card when you click on them that gives you 10 alteration orbs, which is very nice to get.
Wisdom.
You see these stragglers, like when you do ED Contagion, you don't have these stragglers chasing you as well, because even if you don't aim the Contagion at the whole pack, it's just gonna propagate and kill everything. So you end up actually getting more XP if you use ED Contagion than if you're using Bane. Okay, we got an essence, but this is, I think, toward the quest. No? We're looking for the quest item, which is in this zone. Okay, there it is. Kill this guy. Oh my god, I'm just getting mauled.
Wisdom.
I just got stunned and stunned and stunned over and over.
Wisdom.
These rare monsters, sorry, these magic monsters have some kind of like extra damage mod or something. Obviously. Or something that like reduces my stun threshold or something. Let's see, what are they? Frostweaver, resists cold, so like extra cold damage. So maybe I was getting like micro frozen or something. Okay, we'll grow this, this. Okay, there's... Okay, oh, it's spawning. Okay, it's a boss as well. Like unique monsters or whatever being spawned here. Right, Sacred Life Flask, Topaz Flask. Let's just move on. Another essence. That's nice. Okay, we got an essence of greed. That is very nice. Of course, very dangerous, but that's whatever. Okay, we got anger and greed. So I'm kind of looking to use we use the greed on this probably, or we can use the anger for resistances. Let's use the greed. So we've got no movement speed, but we can craft movement speed on these boots. So we just need some chromatics for the gloves. These monsters have like very high physical hits, by the way, in these mines, and some of them, like I think these like these that walk on 4 legs or whatever, have very high chance to stun you. So if your life total is not high in here, you might get stunned a bunch. Like these guys as well, they have a very high chance to stun, I think. Just keep finding magic packs over and over of these guys that stun. More magic packs. Jesus. Okay, this guy. Holy shit. What is this thing? This is usually where your character is like the most, at least for me, the most under-leveled and a little bit weak because it's missing the labyrinth, right? So we have its combination of like not doing the labyrinth, plus these monsters stunning, plus also me not investing enough into life, and so on. All right. But now we got the extra point. Open this. This is 15 movement speed, 2 res. No prefix for life, but it's not too bad. But we would have to get the sockets for it. So we're gonna grab increased mana reservation efficiency of skills. And then we're gonna grab the chaos.multi. Then we're gonna sell this stuff. Try to get a couple. Oh, perfect. There we go. That's what we wanted. So I can now go craft some movement speed on boots. In the hideout, we got movement speed. Please, good roll. 11. Okay. Could have been worse at least. So we go skitterbots. Oh, wait. We need 2 red on this. I actually need 2 red on this. I can drop the vitality for now. So I can do the spell totem, wither, and then we can do skitterbots. I could also do blight in this. Efficacy infused channeling, control distraction for blight. So that is something that we could do. So I just need to pick up a control distraction from Act 2. Could be even faster casting, but I think control distraction is going to be slightly better. Okay, we got 28% more spell damage. And of course, we don't care about crit because this is just dots. And then we can craft something. We can put the res on that, res essence, and we can craft another res on it. So if I put this on, what are my resistances? The lowest one is cold. So we craft cold res on that. There we go. Spell totem, wither, and then I can also do another thing. If I want to be even stronger, we can grab faster casting, put it with this wither, and then we can grab this aura in here, this aura in here. So we got these 2 auras in here combined, and then this is gonna just sit in here for when we need it. And we can sell these. There we go. So we still have a couple of essences, not very useful ones. Our resistances are almost capped, 74, 74, 75. And then we can basically do the lab. Get some extra power, get some extra levels. So our wither is gonna stack faster. Our blight is gonna be stronger. And we are level 33. And I got like an extra ES buffer. We don't have the increased AoE yet, and that's what's gonna make the ED Contagion feel much better, but we're gonna get it later. Right, now we got a lot of damage. Got like a lot of damage. Oh, he's not taking damage anymore because he's already phased, but he needs to play out his animations, I guess. That's a lot of gems to level. So the reason why this is a strong way to level, once you get all of the gems, is in the beginning it's not strong, right? In the beginning it's pretty weak, but then later gets much stronger. The reason why it gets stronger is because you get to use multiple damage setups. And that's what makes strong leveling these days, like something that can utilize more than one skill. So for example, the reason why leveling with minions can have like absolutely insane damage at some point is because it's quite easy to get a 4-link, right? So once you get like multiple 4-links and you have like 3 4-links, and all these 4-links have skills that you're stacking together and they all are dealing damage, you will do much more damage than a single skill, right? Than a single 4-link, just like an attack in a 4-link just doing some damage, or like a single spell doing some damage. So that's why this is so powerful. Okay, let's kill this thing. Let's put this on him and let's blight him a bit. Let's kill all of these little helper skeletons. You can see what's on these boots. Couple resistances and movement speed, but nothing too great. Nothing to rave about and invest currency into. Okay, this is the right way. Nice. So now we've got a lot of the setup for the character done. And it's just about improving the gear in preparation for losing a bunch of our resistances. So all we want to do now is just look for how we can improve the gear, path efficiently to the passives that we need. I've got tons of stuff here, so we can potentially pick up this robe. Nice. And then we can check, okay, Word of Winter when hit. Pick it up. And then we go Occultist. And then I think we are going to go for Void Beacon. I could go for the Pop-Pop, but it's not really gonna do that much for us early on. Extra Curse, we don't really have a spot for that. I think we go for this so we can get the, this node second. So we're getting chaos damage, ES, and then nearby enemies have minus 20 to chaos res. I can drop this just to see if it's gonna roll something good. If it doesn't, then we just sell it. Check this, nothing great, and we just sell it. Okay, so what are we looking to upgrade now? We're looking to upgrade a belt. The wand, honestly, is very good. So we're looking to just upgrade belt, rings. We're looking for extra resistances on stuff. Potentially better gloves, because it has couple res, but nothing more. Okay. Kill this guy. Oh wow, okay. Gotta do my passives. Can wait for them to come to me. And then just kill them like that. Okay, this guy is not letting me spread my contagion and stuff. He's killing monsters before I get to do it. I can't with this guy. Einhar is just destroying things before I can put contagion. So like the first mob dies and then the back ones don't get the spread because he destroys the first ones. So I can't like use ED contagion here. Okay, pick up the transmutation. Let's kill some beasts for him so he pisses off.
Wisdom.
Okay, there we go. We're level 34 still, and this is level 37. So instead of progressing further here, I'm gonna go to the other zone. I'm gonna grab this as well. And we're gonna go do another zone of the same level. And that way we're going to be closer to the level of the actual zone while we're going through it. Oh, my character got stuck on a chest. Why is my character stuck? Okay, again, like what? Stuck on little pebbles and stuff. Why can I not move my character? Jesus Christ. This zone is just full of little pebbles. This is one of the things why it's good to have really high movement speed instead of just only relying on movement skills. Because if you only rely on movement skills, like for example shield charge, in some situations you're gonna be very fast, in some situations you're gonna hate your life. But that's okay. Okay, ED leveling now, so it should... Oh yeah, now it does... How does it do so much damage suddenly? I felt like I was hitting the previous packs with ED and I was doing absolutely no damage, and now I'm just absolutely melting them. So this is okay. Let me just kill this stuff. This is level what of essence drain? 7, so 8 with the +1. So going from level 7 to level 8 is actually a massive difference. Okay, now we can keep progressing. Okay, going from level 7 to 8 feels very impactful. That's why if at any point you feel a little bit weak, and you know, I was like multiple levels under the level of the zone, then you just level up, kill a little bit more monsters, and you're gonna gain a lot of power. Okay, we can't move through this. How can I not click on this? Okay, it is literally impossible to click on this. There we go. Can we not go this way? So this goes down, so we need to go the opposite way. We actually went the wrong way. Okay. That's okay, because we needed to catch up in XP regardless.
Wisdom.
Something that would help you a lot while leveling as well, especially if you needed the extra strength and dexterity, you could potentially path through slightly different nodes. You could path through this, which will give you res, chance to avoid interruption from stuns while casting, as well as lots of strength and dexterity. These nodes are actually not too bad. We could grab... Okay, I think we go for this now. Here. Yep. Alright. Put this, this, and Blight. Alright, and he's dead. Just melted. Now I actually want to do Einhar mission. If I see Einhar, I'm gonna finish his mission because I wanna show you a craft that would be very useful right now. There is no Einhar though, so we're not gonna be able to do it. So we could try to get lucky. Because normally you wanna craft a flask with the beast. Instant recovery removes curses. It's annoying. Okay, that's a lot of monsters. Okay, let's level the gems. Again, these have a lot of CC. They're stunning. They're putting the extra zone around. Where's the other one? More like recovery when on low life, sure. We're looking for... It has an empty suffix, so we could potentially beastcraft that. Because we want to get bleed removal for the next zone. It's very useful. Okay, they definitely buffed the density in these zones. I remember like going through these, killing like nothing. But now there is so much stuff in here, and that actually feels much better.
Wisdom.
Or if I don't just get demolished. These corridors still have like nothing in them. Right, we got a wand, and I wanted to check this as well. And that's another magic one. Immunity to hinder. Let me sell this stuff. I want some extra alterations. I want to roll this bleed flask to show you the difference it makes. So to get alterations, we need to identify these. I can sell these as well. Sell this. Drop this one here. And let's try a couple more times. Removes curses, removes curses. Unlucky. I should have done the beast. I'm gonna show you on the beast. I'm gonna just grab the beast. Let's go to Act 2. Riverways. Or maybe if we enter like this. Talk to this guy. Meet Einhorn the Riverways. Okay. Now if we kill his beast now, it should be just like one beast that we need to kill. So let's look for it. It should be somewhere on the way. Because I want to show how to do that. Okay, we got a nice shrine here. Perfect. Okay, where is that beast? Where is it? There we go.
Wisdom.
Mission complete. Okay. So now we need a flask that has just empty suffix. So I'm gonna grab a fresh one from Act 4. Should normally find one, but it's gonna be very easy to get. So let's grab one. And then you go to your menagerie. And then this is the first one that I would recommend doing this with. Earlier on, it's not very important, but this is the first one, like the Sacred Flask, level 36. And then we scroll down and we look for a Sealing. Sealing is the bleed removal. And actually, I don't have enough beasts to do it. That is unlucky. I can't do it still. Oh my god. I should have been killing beasts, but I skipped too many. So I can't show this right now. That's okay. We have to go once more through this. Okay, so let's do, I'm gonna show you how to reset a zone. You control click on a waypoint or on an entrance to it, and you click on new. And that way you make a new zone. That's because I use the portal, that's why. And in this zone, you wanna go to the left first. If you go to the left first, you're gonna most likely find the right exit. Okay, these guys are powerful. And again, we go to the left. Just always stick to the left. Okay, sticking to the left, and now we got the boss. He's jumping a lot, so we let him jump. We stack some debuffs on him. You can like curse him beforehand. As you can see, he's barely able to do anything. Right, and now it would be nice to have a bleed flask, which we do not have. But it's okay, so we can try a couple more times. Augmentation? No, and oh, we got it. Okay, reduce amount recovery, increase recovery when low life, immunity to bleeding. Okay, so this is the type of flask you want. You want a flask that says bleeding on a suffix, right? Like removing bleeding. That's gonna be extremely, extremely helpful right now. I'm gonna go up and then go to crystal veins. Talk to this lady and go. Because you usually want to like run, one of these monsters is gonna hit you with a puncture. Like these guys, they're gonna hit you with a puncture. Let me show you. Okay, they're not doing puncture right now. But you're gonna like want to escape from them, right? And when you get hit by the bleed and you're just taking lots of damage and you want to run away, running actually makes you take, I think, 2.5 times more damage from bleed. Which is kind of counterintuitive, right? So if you're bleeding, you should actually stand in place. But if you're standing in place, then you're taking damage from these monsters. So what the hell are you supposed to do, right? You're supposed to have bleed removal. And so that's why we crafted that flask. Okay, we got bleed here, and you can see I got instant recovery when on low life, I think, right? Yeah. So that's why we are super, super safe right now. Even though this is a very deadly zone. And it's very easy to die in here. So from this point on, you pretty much always want to have a bleed removal on your flask. Got a 4 link. That's, I thought that's a 5 link. Okay. From this point on, pretty much you always want to have bleed removal on one of your flasks. Usually it's going to be life or mana flask. So you can see I'm bleeding, taking damage, but I can just use this. And if you use normal flask and you don't have the bleed removal, your health is probably still be going down. It's probably still going to be going down while you have the flask active and running with the bleed on. Depends on the base damage of the monster. Especially if like a blue monster hits you with a bleed. You see, if I'm using this other flask, you see, my health is still going down. I had flask active, my health was still going down. It's a lower level flask, but still. It shows you the massive difference that bleed removal makes at this stage. Also, if you're gonna be shocked, like I just was, you're gonna take even more damage from that. That's why later you wanna take care of immunities to different ailments.
Wisdom.
Alright, this should be very easy. Our damage is just at such a high level right now that we're just melting everything. And we are a couple levels below the zone still. So this is a... This used to be Chaos Craft, I think, but this is a different craft now. Yep, I'm using the other flask and then this flask, yep. Oh yeah, these guys are super deadly.
Transmutation.
I'm gonna go back for it because I'll be going this way again. Okay, put ED, curse him, and spam blight. Now we pick up our transmute. Okay. Nice wand. Moonstone ring. We missed because she moved. That's okay. Put this stuff on her again and she's dead. So we've got life spring, but this would be good on level 1, but now it's no longer good for us. Another level for essence drain, okay. Starting to get a little big. Alright, I want to avoid the purple, because the purple makes me unable to move properly. To drop something. And there we go. I think I should show leveling at least until like Act 6. Because I think in Act 6 we finish pretty much all setup. And after that is just... there's nothing else that changes about the character really. So everything that you need to know will be pretty much contained in like Act 6. If I just show the Act 6, so we'll try to do that for sure. That's when you get the last set of skill gems. Okay. We're just doing massive damage right now. I'll put this here. Start spamming Blight. ED Blight. Okay, he's already like zoned, phased or whatever. Okay. Put this here. ED on him. Spam some dots. Put ED on him again. Now he's gonna do the last heart. And we go back to him. And finish him. Actually, let's check the... let's grab some stuff so I can have more currency. Okay. I can sell this. I can maybe check the wand only. Alright. And then we can check what kind of gems we get here. Increased AoE. This is great. Definitely want to use that. And not getting intensify yet, I guess. So what else do we have? We have golems. Golems are not necessary to use. We've got the AoE, which I'm gonna grab from quest reward, I think. Cast when damage taken, we don't need to set that up just yet. Multiple totems, I could possibly set that up for Wither. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna grab the AoE from the quest reward. And there it is. And we want to put it with Contagion here. So I could maybe swap something slightly. I could have Contagion with increased AoE, with Arcane Surge, with Flame Dash maybe goes Actually, maybe flame that goes Caesar as well, like Bane, efficacy, despair. So now, because we care about the AoE for Contagion the most, Bane AoE is like whatever, because we're using it most for single target damage. You can use it for clear, and if you use it for clear, then the AoE will help, but then you're lowering your damage. But with ED Contagion, the... Hello? With ED Contagion... Okay, that's a ghosted beast. Okay, these guys have no chill. Okay, let me just get out of this tight little space with crazy beasts. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well then. That happened. Okay, I feel like my character is lacking defenses. We should get some extra block or something. Normally you can run a defensive aura at this time. At least we're killing enough beasts so that we are going to be able to craft the flask. So the Contagion is going to also get Intensify gem in it later, which is going to give you even more AoE. Alright, this is a pretty deadly zone. Like this whole act actually, you get a lot of holy shit. You get a lot of monsters that have very high base damage. So this is where I recommend definitely paying more attention to your defenses. And also fixing up your resistances. In this act, you're looking to get your resistances above 105, or like to 105. Because that means when you lose 30, you're going to be still at 75, which is the cap. So I probably don't need to go for more damage right now on the passive skill tree. I should just prioritize grabbing more life. Because our damage is overwhelming, but because we're using dots, we're still gonna be taking hits. So I definitely need more defense. And we got a chaos, which means technically I could do something different with the totems. Fire lightning, let's see if there's anything good on this. All LA res, big life, cold res. This is pretty nice. So I can exchange one of the rings that I'm wearing like this. And then I can swap one craft and we're good. I can swap some fire craft into the cold res craft and I'm gonna be capped. And I'm gaining more life. So this into cold. Actually, I should have crafted the bigger one. Let's craft the bigger one. I got a bad roll anyway. So now we are at 93, 97, 78. And this shield +1 to socketed melee. Oh, if this was +1 to chaos somehow, that would be insane. Alright, so we can sell this. And we can also sell that. And since I have one chaos, the thing that I would buy right now would be Spreading Rot Jewel. So I think I'm actually gonna migrate this character to the Trade League to show you. So let's migrate this character. Yep. Sentinel. Just so I can show you what I would buy. So I would basically throw away this chaos and I would buy one of these. This is what I would buy. The Spreading Rot for one. You can buy it for one arc. It doesn't matter. But this is gonna help us get more links because we're gonna basically swap the Wither on the spell totem into Blight, and it's gonna be much easier and nicer to play with. Oh, where are my auras? There we go. If you feel like something is really dangerous, you can always like hinder the enemies with Blight to slow them. We're getting stunned a lot in here. Need to wait for the charge. Level the skill gems. Jump up. And then we're gonna grab this jewel socket. We need to grab a jewel socket that's going to have at least 40 intelligence around it. You don't have to allocate that 40 intelligence, but needs to exist. And the passives around it to enable the Spreading Rot unique jewel. And those spots are, I can point to like 3 spots. This jewel socket, this jewel socket, come on, stop hitting me. This jewel socket, and this jewel socket will all work. Grab the Eyes of Zeal. So that was a boss. Didn't look like it, but that was a boss that just died to collateral damage, basically. Right, now we can grab a defensive flask. Which is going to be either Jade or Granite. Honestly, I would probably recommend Jade most of the time. But I'm gonna take the Granite flask just to test it for myself. So we're gonna grab that, throw this away, and then we're gonna grab also a skill point, which we're gonna use to put the Spreading Rod in here. And now that I have this, I can throw away faster casting, I can throw away Wither, and now our Blight is going to apply Wither. So we're gonna have a spell totem with Blight, and then we're gonna drop the infused channeling because we're no longer gonna benefit from that. And it says cannot support skills used by totems, so that no longer works. And we're gonna use efficacy and controlled distraction. Efficacy for the duration, controlled distraction for just the damage. Could also use faster casting, but yeah, this is okay. I can level the infused channeling here because later I will want to use Blight and then faster casting if I want, but the Blight is not going to be useful in any way. So we got an extra 4 link here, which means we can potentially use Bane with this, with efficacy, with despair, and then we can put also something like maybe Arcane Surge or Controlled Destruction there. Let's see, what else do we have? faster casting, void manipulation. I'm gonna grab control distraction for it, for just extra damage. Why not use the 4-link when we have it, right? Our single target damage setup is gonna be huge. Internal metal focus, control distraction. There we go. So we got 4-link, 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 4-link. We got 4-links for damage. And then we've got another set of sockets that I can use for something else. All right. And now we have one hotkey less, actually. Now Bane is nuking stuff as well. Let's see how the Wither Totem is dealing with stuff as well. Okay, our damage is insane right now. If the pack is far away enough, I can use Essence Drain and then Contagion. But normally I use Contagion and then Essence Drain. Or is a corrupted zone here? Okay, we're level 40 in a 42 zone. So, all good. Okay, we've got some essence here. I can put the totem, do this, and everything's just gonna die. And I'm still gonna prioritize going for more life and resistances on the tree, actually. That is above the witch area. Okay, we'll go this way. If you ever want to catch up in experience and get stronger, this is the zone to do it. The Chamber of Innocence has a lot of magic packs of monsters that give you a lot of XP and are just gonna catch you up in levels very quickly. It has a good amount of density, so a lot of monsters. And we get... I feel like my damage is super high, and then I see my gems are about to level. That's crazy. So now we're gonna go here and then grab all that life. Okay, we see like almost half a level. I leveled in this zone, and I'm already like almost half a level to next level.
Portal.
Let's not get blasted.
Portal.
Okay, he's got Soul Eater or Union of Souls, rather. More magic, guys. Actually, I can level. Okay, there we go. We got extra level, which is gonna give me some extra life. Let's pick the defense. Grab this. And then we're gonna put ED, Curse, Blight, and this guy is phased already. It's like, that's it. And the cool thing here is we don't care about proxy shields or any of that. We just shoot through the proxy shields because we're not hitting. I mean, ED has a hit component, but the dot still applies even if the hit is blocked. Okay, so put this ED. I didn't even get to Blight. I mean, I did put the totem, but like I didn't even get to apply everything. That is so quick. So now, and for single target, I pretty much do two things. I have the totem down, and then I just put ED and Bane for the curses. And that takes care of everything. I can put Contagion on if I want as well for a little bit of extra damage. And this guy should very shortly die. My totem disappeared? Oh no, he phased. He has another phase. Okay. So he stopped taking damage because in POE, unfortunately, you can do a million times the life of the boss per second, but he's still gonna be invulnerable when he switches phases or something. Okay, this totem, Bane, Contagion is dead. Check out the 2-stone ring. See if it has anything good on it. Live cold res and no open suffix, but that is still better than what I'm wearing in here. If I check my resistances now. Okay, the total balance of resistances is better. So I can replace cold for lightning, like on the gloves, for example. So I'm getting more life, and I'm getting more resistances in total. So we can replace this cold for lightning. So this craft would not be accessible to me yet because I migrated the character. This one would be and this one would be, and since I don't have the alchemy orb, I'm gonna craft with this. So we got the lightning and we have capped resistances, and cold is very high, which is very good because that's what you need mainly in the next act. So we can sell all of the other stuff, and I can actually sell these so I can have some scrolls. All right. Okay, let's do Delirium. This is a very early Delirium, but because we have ED Contagion, we can chain between all of these monsters. Oh, and die. I think I didn't have the granite flask up at that time. Okay, kill the delirium monsters. Yeah, these guys stun really hard. Oh yeah, we died to these magic guys. They're very scary. Oh, the boss also hit me here. Oh my god, okay. Hello? Hello? Excuse me? I'm dead. I couldn't slow that because I don't have self-cast Blight right now. So I had to wait for the totem to start doing damage. Okay. We got chance. We got a belt. Okay, we need to upgrade the belt. Cluster jewels are also very good on this type of a build. Like Chaos Dot builds really like their cluster jewels. So what do we have? Nothing good. Just life, and we've got cold res. So I could craft on this, and that would be better than what I'm wearing right now because it has more life, some strength armor, and I would be potentially able to craft better res, but maybe I would save my currency and wait until I find a little bit of a better belt. All right. Let's get out of this dangerous zone with tight areas, which are great for spreading of my contagion, but not great for avoiding the mobs. Oh, and we need to turn on our auras. Right, we're gonna go in here. Pick up the quest stuff. This is gonna go down. Spread the ED contagion. This guy is a rogue exile, so he's gonna give a ton of items. And then we got this life with 5 to all elemental resistances, which is gonna be very helpful. So we only need a little bit more res. There's a recipe here normally that you want to pick up as well. Okay, I literally cannot move through them because they're non-stop stunning me. Okay. Maybe it is worth going through these stun nodes. Like either more life or going through these nodes. Could potentially go for that. Or having defensive flask up. So we want to leave a portal in here. And then we want to head downstairs and not use a portal, not log out until we get back to a waypoint. Level all of that stuff. We could set up cast 1 damage taken at this point as well. But I'll probably do that after this act.
Portal.
Although I really don't want to replace this shield, so we would have to somehow recolor stuff. Okay, we got other gloves that are slightly better base, I guess, and because it's higher level, and we're going to be able to improve the gloves that we have potentially without losing the sockets, and that's always what you want to keep looking for. Okay, ED Contagion. Next act, our AoE is gonna go up by a lot. Oh, also we should pick up AoE. That's a good point. Now it's a good point to pick up AoE. I should have probably done it earlier, but that's okay. I think I'm like 1 travel node away from a bunch of AoE. Actually, I'm close to a lot of AoE. Yeah, maybe that's what we pick up now. Because we don't need all the damage that I have. Alright, so we got all the fragments here. Yeah, we're gonna create amazing ED Contagion chains when we get more AoE. So that's gonna be the plan now. The next act is gonna be crazy AoE. We go back to the town. And then I have some essences, so I can try to spend it on that. Rolled really poorly. I'll grab the blue one. And then we go ahead and sell that. I did, but unlikely there's gonna be anything good. Yep. Sell this. And I think that's it. And we get the life, so I can potentially get the life, or I can grab AoE. So we got AoE here, AoE here. This is area damage, that doesn't help us. Area of effect, and then we've got. We want to go for this passive to go here, and then we want to grab this passive to grab this AoE. So right now I'll just grab the life. We'll grab the 6% life. We'll get a little bit tankier. And then we'll just continue Kill Kitawa. Also gonna need some resistances. So I'm gonna need extra res. I'm gonna need a better belt. Like if I get a belt with a single res on it, that's gonna be great. And then if I can get life on the amulet actually. But I don't have portal scrolls right now because I've been doing a bad job picking them up. Also, if you're playing an SSF, if you're in trade, then you can just buy it. But if you're playing an SSF, you could go do like the corrupted side areas, the ones that have like a red portal to them, and then you can either find Val Blight, or you can just pick up other corrupted gems and Atsiri fragments eventually, and you're going to be able to get Val orbs if you combine 1 fragment of sacrifice with, I think, is it like 6 or 7 Val gems? You're gonna get a Val orb, and then using Val orbs, you get like maybe 1 in 6 or something to make a Val gem. 3 transmutations, very nice. Okay, ouch. ED leveled as well, perfect timing. And we get 50 more life. Alright, grab this, grab this. Don't get mauled by this guy. Why is my totem not... Okay, now he's phased. Was my totem not shooting at him? Yeah, my totem is not shooting at him. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Needs to be like really close, apparently. That's insane amount of damage increase that it gives me. Okay, this is doing all the damage now. Alright, so put the totem close. Do this, this, and this. Put all my skills on him. Now that I don't have to sit with Blight, it's like I don't have to do anything almost. I just press 2 buttons like every 5 seconds or something. Ow! Holy shit. Okay, these guys are not having it. Because this is 5 seconds, this is 6 seconds, and this is... I can't look right now because I'm gonna die. So this is... Oh, this is like 3 seconds, so Bane you can use more often. The curse is gonna last longer, but it's still a lot of damage. So now my defenses are gonna go down. I'm still gonna have good cold res, and that is the most important one for Act 6, because you're gonna fight a boss that is doing a lot of cold damage. The other resistances are acceptable, but I'd like to, of course, cap them. But like, we're not in a dire situation. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do with the shield. I would like to grab a red socket and grab a shield charge. We're not gonna have that much attack and cast, as much attack and cast speed as a trickster would have, for example, but it's still gonna be a decent amount. And if I can roll like, let's see. Okay, 1 red. If I could also roll green, then I can do faster attacks with that. Okay, nice spread. Oh, no, 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 no. There's a ghost in here. This guy's gonna like go into the corner of the zone, and then we're gonna have to look for him. Oh, there are beasts in here as well. And we have to kill all the monsters in this zone for the quest. All right. Kill this, kill this, kill this. These guys have a billion endurance charges. All right. Make sure to not skip any mobs. Okay, and we actually killed them all. Nice. And then we can set up our remaining gems, so I can talk to Lily. Normally you can kill like the next boss and then she's gonna be a little bit closer, but that's okay. So what are the gems that we need? We need definitely shield charge. That's gonna help our mobility. Normally we would combine it also with faster attacks. If we can get a green socket. In terms of other stuff that we need, there isn't really that much other than the AoE, right? So we get Intensify. So increased AoE, Arcane Surge, and then Flame Dash goes away, Intensify goes in. That's going to give us extra AoE. And then we can put flame dash in here. If I can recolor this to RGB, that would be perfect and shouldn't be that hard. And then that is mainly it. There is other stuff we can take advantage of. If you have a 5 link, you can use Swift Affliction, for example. Let's try to recolor this. Let's see, RGB, please. Red, red, green. Actually, that's okay. So what I can do is put Flame Dash in here and put this with faster casting. And now we're going to be able to Flame Dash around. All right, sell this, maybe keep this in case I get some great essence. All right. So now we can move around faster. My AoE is going to be bigger. I'm going to be investing in some AoE as well. We're finding chaos. I could also invest in a defensive aura. You know what? Okay, this is crazy. Why is there like such an insane horde of monsters chasing me? I might go for determination as well. So, okay, we've got this life here. So we can grab some AoE. We can also grab this regen. This is spell damage as well as AoE. So I think I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go grab this wheel later, but first we're gonna grab this stuff. I could refund these passives and start grabbing this AoE already because I don't need them. And later you wanna respec and go this way instead of this spell damage. I could even do that now. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 respec points. I would need a couple more. All right. And yeah, I wanted to grab like determination or something. Which I cannot actually use because I don't have enough strength. What about grace? I have much more dexterity. I will pick up... fine, let's just keep going with what we have here. I can pick up the vitality here. That's what I can put in. That's gonna make it so that at least we get some extra regen. All right, and then we can turn that on. And we can level it as well. So now we're gonna be moving significantly faster. We're gonna have much better clear. What level am I? 45 in a 46 zone.
Transmutation.
Right, grab this, grab this, grab this. Put the totem down. Level some skill gems. We're basically almost done with setting up the character. At least for like the entire leveling. Because for the next acts, there isn't really anything that is going to change in the character setup. We're just gonna get a little bit more AoE. So I just want to show you how the character will look like in that sense, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so this guy is gonna go down now. We set this up. Put dots on this. Put dots on this. Put dots on this. And then he's basically dead. We just wait for a door to open. Ouch, 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 ouch. I'm getting like stunned or frozen or something. See, a defensive aura would definitely make this more comfortable. Because we have definitely enough damage. But we would either need to have Grace, so I would need a green socket. And that would probably be the better option. Or Determination, in which case I would need to invest in some extra strength. We're also getting a little bit taxed on our mana, but it's fine. And it's nice when you get enough AoE and your damage starts spreading between packs that are next to each other. That's when ED Contagion really pops off. Alright, this is like max level that it's gonna hit because we don't have any more... what's it called? Strength. We would need to get more strength. Okay, we're rich. Grab extra AoE. Okay, now we're looking for a way down because I see the exit, but I also need to find the trial here. Even though I migrated the character, so I technically don't need to anymore for myself, but just to keep the demonstration as it would be the league start. Ouch. Nice, the ED contagion is just spreading really hard. Wait, this way. Accidentally going the wrong way. And I don't think we go down and around. Yeah, it's back. We gotta go back. I think this way. Yep. So you can see I didn't really hit this big guy, but he's dead. Like he just ran with me through a couple of packs, and he just died because of that. So I never really targeted that monster, but he ended up dying. That's why as ED Contagion, you're gonna get more XP than Bane. It's like you kill extra, like just huge rare monsters even. It's not just like a couple of extra stragglers. It's like, it's these rares that normally you don't want to spend time hitting. Oh my god, okay. This is a bit dangerous. These rares that you never want to spend time like sitting with them and hitting them for extra time. But if they just follow you through a couple of packs, they're gonna get a couple of contagions and just die. Okay, I'm getting destroyed in here. Okay, these have like block and stuff. Oh, and there's also, okay, of course, there's a rogue exile with them. These archers are ridiculous. I'm gonna turn this off now. Delirium. We're done with it for now. What did we get on this? Nothing exciting. Maybe a belt. The belt has some life, 1 res, and does it have a suffix? No, it doesn't have an empty suffix. And we got 11 passives, damage with some attacks. Okay. Okay, this guy dodged my stuff. That's okay. Hello? Okay, so now he's dead. We hit this guy. So I'd say the rotation should be put the Blight Totem down. Bane, ED, Bane, Bane, ED. And put the totem down. Bane, ED. Okay, this guy is dead. We can go down to the next room, pick up the recipe, or we can just exit to town. And we can sell the stuff we do not need. Like this. And then I definitely want some extra. Let me sell a couple of transmutes. So I have the scrolls. A giant amount of life. No suffix though. This gives me immunity to shock, which is better than nothing. Actually, immunity to shock is very powerful. We can get rid of that. This blind, yeah, this is nothing exciting. Looks similar to another unique that's actually worth something on a league start, but no. Okay, we can grab this. Check the helmet. It has good life, lightning res, and no empty suffix. So 29 res, and this one has more than 30 res on it, so slightly better for now. We got the 20% AoE. That is awesome. And we go kill some extra bosses. Okay, we got some crazy bleeding dogs. Okay, let's see, grab this. ED is now spreading like crazy with the big contagion AoE. Could do this corrupted zone if I wanted to as well. Okay, let's put this down. This. Made a very quick work of that guy. And then I can grab more AoE. Because why not? Could start grabbing extra damage, but I like the AoE. This, ED, this, and by this I mean the totem and the blight. Okay. As well as the bane. Another great thing about essence drain, as opposed to bane, when it comes to like just hitting big packs, is that you get this big regen. And the higher the level, the more powerful it is. So early on you don't feel that regen, but later on you become nearly immortal because of it. As long as you have Essence Drain rolling on the targets. And because you get later so much damage, like later you're doing millions of damage. Let's say you have like 1 million DPS, right? 1 million DPS on Essence Drain is going to mean like how much of it is being healed? Let me just not die here. Holy shit. They're not letting me check my skill gem. They're like shield charging into me. So how much of it applies? 0.5%, so 0.5%, right? 0.5%. So 0.5% right now when I do like a few hundred damage, it's like doesn't do that much. But when I'm doing a million DPS with that skill, then proportionally to my life pool, it's a much higher number. And it ends up like regenerating your whole life in 1 second. Especially when it's not only on one target that you hit, but also on like 20 targets that it's spread to with the contagion. All of them are giving like individual regen to you, and you end up being ridiculously tanky in terms of your recovery. This is a minion essence. I don't necessarily need to kill that, but it's just very quick, I guess. Also, cool thing about occultists in this zone, you can see these little monsters on the ground because they get a debuff circle around them, which makes it easier. Okay. Everything there is dead. We can just put this. Bane again. ED again. He's gonna go somewhere. We put the totem. Bane. ED. Bane. Bane. Get my mana back. Okay. Do I have a portal? I don't have a portal. I can log out. And now we get a couple of books. More books. And let's see if this is anything good. Nope. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. And then just in case I need, I'm gonna grab a portal. Perfect. And now that I have all of this AoE, I could potentially grab also this point. And then I can refund this point. And then I'm closer to another jewel socket, for example, if I wanted to do that. And then I can also start heading here. Damage, mana regen. Actually, I need some mana, so that's actually very helpful now. There's a little like piece of sand or crumb or something on my mouse pad, right under my finger. And for situations like this, that's why we have the D key or whatever key. You can bind it to space, you can bind it to something else, and it's very helpful for moving around. I don't think I explained this yet, but basically you can move around, for example, with items on your mouse cursor if you have movement skill on something else than the left click. So, for example, I can grab the scales, I can move around with it, and I can use my abilities, and it's totally fine to do with the open inventory like that, and I'm not dropping it because I'm using D to move. Takes a little bit of practice to get used to, but it's very helpful. I find it also extremely helpful for when I go in town, when I go to town and I spawn, my character like spawns after a portal or logging back in. I prefer to spam move the key instead of clicking with the mouse, because if I click with the mouse, I will sometimes accidentally click on some NPC or something like that. And I don't want to click on the NPC, I just want to move, right? So by only using the move only on the key, I'm forcing just the movement, and I will never interact with any piece of thing that I can click, right? So I will never click on an NPC, on a notice board, or anything like that. So that's what it's also useful for. Picking up some more life nodes right now. Also gonna give me some extra strength, which is gonna give me more life. Because that's what my character needs right now. I just want to be tankier, not have any danger of dying. Because we've got huge damage, we got good mobility now, we've got a good mana situation with like 3 auras that we're running right now. Okay, I have to move this thing from my mouse pad. What is it? Okay, there we go. I think we're good. Okay. I got stunned like crazy, but because of the insane regen from ED, I survived. Oh, this is a dead end? What? This one is gonna give some currency. Very useful to open, especially early on while leveling. You can pick up some extra blacksmith whetstones and get a lot of scrolls of wisdom that will set you up. Always feels nice to find an early artisan. You can see the crazy spreads going on. Okay, we got another level. More life and yes. After we lead this... Oh my god, what the fuck? These guys hit me so hard, I need to actually get out of this zone. Like, don't just stay in the zone because you wanna really not have this move back, but then you're gonna actually die. Like, it's okay to come out of this for a second. So after we finish this, there's going to be actually a cool animation skip you can do, which a lot of people think doesn't work anymore, but it still works. You just have to go a little bit further. But a lot of people think it doesn't work anymore because it used to be easier to do. All right. So what we do is we click this, we jump back, we go down here, and we jump back, and we go dash here, and we can skip the animation of him jumping out of the boat and stuff. Saves us a little bit of time, and you don't have to wait for the fat guy to jump out of the boat. Okay, so most importantly, cold res is capped here. Rest is decent as well. Pick up 3 alterations. It's very nice early to help you roll flasks, for example. Flasks are super important to sort out, especially like once you get to maps. That should be one of your first priorities. To get good flasks, because all it costs is like a couple alterations and maybe like crafting a beast suffix on it or something, and your character is gonna feel much stronger. Alright. Also, we didn't pick up the Pantheon, but I'm gonna pick the Pantheon. I usually pick the Pantheon after killing this guy. So I kill this guy, I log out, back to town, and then I pick my Pantheons. That's pretty much what I do every single time. Because that little thing doesn't really help that much early. Like, sure, you get some extra life flask charges or fizz reduction. It's not a big deal. Okay. We just keep up the Bane on it. Bane has pretty short duration. It's like, what, 3 seconds barely. Okay, put the totem down. Put Bane, ED, and keep putting Bane every couple seconds. And ED, basically like 2 times Bane, 1 time Essence Drain. That's pretty much what you want to be doing. Put down the totem. Totem starts shooting, we put Bane, ED, Bane again, Bane, ED, totem, Bane. I can put Contagion here as well. Get rid of these little guys. Okay, put down totem. Bane, ED. Bane again, and he should be dead now. Perfect. And then we just log out, go back to town. Press whatever is the hotkey for buttons by default. I have it on B, but I think that's not the default. Select the Pantheons, and you're good. And I think that's gonna be it for this guide, because it should basically get you through the entire campaign. After this point, there is no real changes to the gems that we have. We are using every single socket for something useful for us, so we're not wasting any sockets. We just need to cap our resistances, which is something that you continuously work as you're leveling. I'm gonna look at this, and there you go, we have this. So what I would try to do now is I would try to maybe quality it up a bit with these armor scraps to increase the chances of linking it, and then I would try to 4-link that. There we go, we got a new 4-link. This is more life, more resistances, and this is fire and lightning. So I would have to craft some cold resist on something else. This is actually perfect. Now I just need some cold res instead of what? I can sacrifice like 20 fire. Where do I have fire crafted on something? Can sacrifice maybe this lightning and craft a couple res. Yeah, so that's basically it for this guide. The POE is going to be in the description that you can follow for this. The next passes that I will be going toward would be picking up this Written in Blood for the extra energy shield, the life and strength, and then going toward atrophy, and then maybe going toward arcane sanctuary, because it's a very, very powerful node as well. And then we can head up this node, and pick up like corruption and heart of darkness. But I'm probably gonna be doing some a little bit different stuff with this character now. I'm gonna go for like soul rend and do a little bit of experimentation, which is not really gonna be fitting for this guide, but this is basically how you level a chaos character, whether you want to level a shadow. If you level a shadow, a lot of these passives are gonna be the same. You can also pick up the life here. You can pick up the life here. That's what I'm gonna be probably doing next. And you can do very similar tree on a shadow as well, and it's not gonna be much different. You can skip this part of the tree on a shadow, but you still want to go for this, and you basically earlier grab the atrophy, Arcane Sanctuary, and so on. But you can follow the POB from my previous video if you want to see how you would set up the Trickster passive skill tree. So hopefully this will help you a little bit with leveling, especially for the newer players. I tried to include as many like basic tips for leveling as I could in this, but it's not that easy to like freestyle and remember every single thing that you can do. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.